Before disassembling the spreader, you need to remove the cables of the screw feeder motor and the spreading disc motor from the Revocus cable hub first. Each cable is fixed with 4 screws, and you need to use a screwdriver with a specification of 1.5 to remove them. Then we can remove the spreading disc motor and the spreading disc from the spreader. 4 screws need to be disassembled, and the specification of the screwdriver to be used is 3. It should be noted that when removing the spreading disc, do not let the iron sheet under it cut your skin. When separating the Revocus mainframe from the granule container, 8 screws need to be disassembled. There are 4 sides in total, with 2 screws on each side. When disassembling, you need to use an 8-size wrench to hold the nuts of each screw firmly from the inside of the granule container, and then use a screwdriver to unscrew the screws from the outside. Then the Revocus mainframe can be removed. Note that during the process of removing the Revocus mainframe, when the 8 screws are almost completely unscrewed, the mainframe will fall off easily. Therefore, it is advisable to support the bottom during the removal process. We took out the spreading disc motor and the spreading disc that were removed earlier. Just need to remove the 2 screws on the spreading disc, and then we can separate the spreading disc from the spreading disc motor. Next, start to disassemble the spreading disc motor. After removing the 6 screws on the surface, you can open it and see the interior of the spreading disc motor. Then we need to use a wrench of size 10 to loosen the nut on the surface of the opposite side eccentric connecting rod so as to take it out. Next, you need to remove the middle connecting rod assembly and the rocker arm together. In this process, you need to use tools to push them out from below, as they are tightly connected to the base. Then we can use a wrench of size 10 to loosen the nut in the middle, thus separating the middle connecting rod assembly from the rocker arm. Finally, you can remove these 4 screws to take out the spreading disc motor, and then replace it. Next, the process of removing the screw feeder will be demonstrated. First, 4 screws on the side close to the spreading disc need to be removed. Then, remove the 3 screws near its bottom. Use a hex socket tool. Then we need to remove the 3 screws on the side of the screw feeder motor. Use a hex socket tool. Then the screw feeder. Together with the screw feeder casing and the screw feeder discharge fixed cover, can be pulled out from the Revocus main frame. Then, with a little bit of force, You can pull them apart and separate these three components. To remove the screw feeder motor, you only need to remove the 4 screws inside the Revocus main frame. Then, if necessary, you can replace the screw feeder motor.